Ayashimon is the latest creation of the man behind the famous Hell's Paradise, Yuji Kaku, and with an artist of such prestige writing a new series for Weekly Shonen Jump, you would think it would be performing much better in the famous weekly comics magazine than it currently is, ranking bottom of the charts from week to week. Some people may not see it as something very special, going so far as to label it as a basic battle shonen, which it kind of is, but it's a unique kind of battle shonen, the likes of which I've never seen until I read the very first chapter of this gem of a story. The story setup is rich, the characters are quite the opposite of generic, and the world and background characters depicted in the panels are so full of life. And if you're sitting there still not fully convinced why you should do that though, allow me to give you a synopsis of the first chapter so that you might go and give it a read for yourself, since as the time of this recording there is only 23 chapters, which for your average manga reader takes about 1 solid hour of reading. We open to a death in the family. The infamous Yakuza family known as the Enma Syndicate have lost their head chairman. But this is no ordinary Yakuza group. No 50-hit combo, karaoke singing, kind to civilians kind of Yakuza. No, these are Ayashimon, demons and spirits with ghastly appearances that are often inspired by folklore and common stories in Japanese mythology. After hearing of this very important death, we are introduced to the most giga-chad main character I've seen from a manga in years. Maruo Kaido is charismatic, praiseworthy, and above all, relatable. In just the first chapter, I was so captivated by the idea that this kid was just like me as a young man. Growing up, I think many of us would have loved to be just like the heroes in our anime, manga, and video games, and this guy is just living our dream. He not only idolizes and references many Shonen Jump icons like Goku, Kenshiro, and Jotaro by name, he imitates them by training the same ways that they did as shown in the manga, and the thing that makes this different from something like Gintama, who does this trope purely for gags, Maruo does it to become stronger like his heroes, to beat up his abusive deadbeat dad. After all that training though, he feels unsatisfied in life because his father goes down without much of a fight. He continues to get stronger, even performing feats of strength like throwing whole cars and beating up entire schools of kids his age. He dreams of someday becoming like a real manga protagonist and gets extremely excited when suddenly he's in the middle of a plot to assassinate the daughter of the former boss of the Enma clan as mentioned earlier. Not only is the plot set up to be quite captivating, the art is nothing to scoff at either. You can really feel the intensity of Maruo's determination and strength, the eeriness of the many Ayashimon monsters that appear throughout the course of the series so far, and so many of the character designs are so unique and original and drawn beautifully and terrifyingly. This art style may even rival that of Chainsaw Man in my eyes, while obviously not being quite as dark just yet. If that sounds up your alley, I bet you'll think it's quite a shame to hear that there is the possibility of this manga coming to a premature end. So what can we do to stop it? To be honest, not much, unless you're over in Japan participating in the popularity surveys. But I guess maybe this video you're watching right now might hopefully give it some exposure to a larger audience, but only if you hit that like button and leave a comment so that maybe the YouTube algorithm might do something with it. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this video, it's simply to support Ayashimon. Too many series get axed way too often throughout this magazine. If you can, don't read it on some pirating site, instead subscribe to the Shonen Jump app and read it there every single Sunday the moment the official scans release. Tweet about it on Twitter, tell it to your friends, and hey, if this video convinced you to give it a shot, tell me what you thought of it in the comments, because to me, this has the potential to rival even Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man and other series of the popular nature. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe, and stay frosty my fellow fucking weebs. Later.